So the Rams are finally playing the 49ers today, and these are going to be the top 5 things that you need to be on the lookout for when watching this game. Let's get into the video. Okay guys, so the Rams have the opportunity to do something amazing here and beat the #1 team on a lot of different power rankings. The 49ers have been ranked at the top, and the Rams are currently ranked somewhere in the 20s in all of these different power rankings. However, we did beat the Seahawks, who people said that could compete with the 49ers. And not only that, but the Rams are at home, so that will give us a slight advantage. I know that people say that the 49ers fans come out. However, you're still, getting all of the, announcer stuff coming in for the Rams. It's still going to be a slight advantage for the Rams. However, when I went to the NFC Championship game, it was very 50-50. Whatever team was kind of winning at the time was who was louder in the stadium. And the 49ers eventually did have to go on a silent snap count during that game. Now, this is not the NFC Championship game. Who knows how that crowd will be today. However, I do believe that the Rams will have a slight advantage. But either way, if the Rams do beat them, that will catapult us into the top 10. I think there's a very good chance we get it done. But here are the 5 key matchups to watch in the Rams vs 49ers this Sunday. And then also we're going to have 6 stats and facts to know for the Rams 49ers game as well. But the first thing is going to be Darion Kendrick versus Brandon Ayuk. Now, here's the thing. Brandon Ayuk absolutely killed it last week. Darion Kendrick did get beat one time by DK Metcalf on a pretty bad play. But yeah, Kendrick is an almost exclusively outside cornerback in the Rams scheme, and Ayuk primarily plays on the outside for the 49ers. That means they'll be matched up a lot on Sunday afternoon, which should be fun to watch, or today. Kendrick has more than held his own against DK Metcalf, despite allowing a touchdown in the first half, and that's where he got a lot of his bad PFF grade, was from that touchdown. It won't be easy. Ayuk had 8 catches for 129 yards and 2 touchdowns against the Steelers. As long as we can hold him below like 70 yards and 1 touchdown, we'll be okay. Another matchup to be on the lookout for is Ernest Jones versus Christian McCaffrey. Now, Christian McCaffrey killed it last week, but so did Ernest Jones. He had 3 tackles for loss, and he was in the backfield a ton. The Steelers had no answer for McCaffrey, who had a league high 107 yards after contact and 152 yards rushing. Jones will need to be at his best against San Francisco because McCaffrey is not only tough to catch, but get on the ground too. Whether tackling McCaffrey in the running game or covering him as a receiver, Jones has his hands full this week on defense. It doesn't get much tougher for a linebacker than covering McCaffrey in the 49ers offense. And here's the thing, guys. I really think Ernest Jones is going to have a breakout game. I think he's going to have, either a pick or a sack or maybe a couple more tackles for loss against Christian McCaffrey, where people are like, oh crap, this linebacker is good. Ernest Jones, I'm putting y'all on notice. He is him. But either way, that's going to be a fun one to watch as well. Next up, we got Alaric Jackson versus Nick Bosa. Jackson's going to be tested throughout Sunday's game against the reigning Defensive Player of the Year. Bosa didn't miss a step in Week 1 despite holding out over the summer, recording 4 total pressures and 28 pass rush snaps. The scary part is he should be even better in Week 2 now that he is in better football shape and ready to play more snaps. Bosa has dominated the Rams in recent years, recording 6.5 sacks in his last 5 games against Los Angeles, so Jackson will have to try to reverse that trend by shutting down the star pass rusher. Now, I hope we double him. I hope that Alaric Jackson does stand his ground. Jackson is a strong guy, but strength doesn't necessarily equate to being able to hold people back at all times. So, he's new. He's undrafted. However, he has shown that he is able to play against top guys, and let's hope he can do it. Next up, we got Aaron Donald versus Aaron Banks. Now, this should be Aaron Donald versus whatever 3 defenders are near him at any given time. But the battle of Aaron's on the center certainly favors the Rams, seeing as their Aaron is a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. Banks didn't give up a single pressure in the 49ers win last week, but was given a pass blocking grade of just 49. So it's far from a stellar showing by the third-year guard. So yeah, guys, this is a possibility. Aaron Donald could eat today. Whether Donald lines up across from Banks or Buford at the other guard spot, he's going to disrupt the San Francisco's offense. He just has to remain disciplined and not get out of his gaps to allow McCaffrey to create big plays. And yeah, sometimes Aaron Donald does get a bit overzealous and gets in the backfield too quickly and does allow for running backs to kind of slip past him. Let's just hope he doesn't do that. Finally, Steve Avila versus Javon Hargrave. Now, Steve Avila had an amazing game. But yeah, I mean, the Seahawks defensive line isn't as good as the 49ers group, but Avila did amazing, allowing 0 pressures, hits, or sacks in the win. But now he gets Hargrave, so we'll see how he does against these really big guys. And really experienced guys in his next game. Next up, we got stats and facts to know for week 2. So the 49ers have won 8 straight regular season games with the Rams. I like how everyone likes to point out this statistic, but never likes to bring up just, dude, we did play 9 games in the past 4 seasons, and the one that mattered most, the Rams won. And I know the 49ers fans are going to be like, oh, you're just cherry picking, bro. I'll take 1 win in the playoffs versus your 8 wins in the regular season all day long. I don't care who you are. But yeah, I mean, yeah, the 49ers do have the Rams number in the regular season, but we'll see how that ends up today. Rams had the most rushing attempts, 3rd worst yards per carry in week 1. So yeah, the Rams ran the ball. We did it. You know, Cam Akers had a ton, but he was just getting blown up in the backfield. So I hope he does better this week. You know, who knows? Who knows how that will go. 49ers led the NFL with 24 pressures, but allowed a league-high 55% pressure rate. So, I mean, they gave up the highest pressure rate of any team in the week. So basically, Brock Purdy was under pressure 56% of the time. So as long as Aaron Donald is there, I think that we're going to get at least that much pressure and actually convert on sacks or make Brock Purdy, throw the ball away or give an interception away. Christian McCaffrey leads NFL yards after contact. Yeah, I mean, he had 107 yards after contact. That's insane. He's very difficult to bring down, but we got some men on our side of the ball. We got Aaron Donald. We got Ernest Jones. We'll see if he does the same thing. Kenneth Walker did only have 64 rushing yards, but he only had 12 attempts because they were trying to catch up in the second half and couldn't. But we'll see if we can hold McCaffrey under 70 yards like I predicted yesterday as well. The Rams are the only team with 2 100-yard receivers, being Tutu Atwell and Puka Nacua, and they're both under 24. We'll see if they can do that again. I think Puka is going to have another stellar game. And then Matthew Stafford is 2-7 all-time versus 49ers, 1-4 with the Rams. Yeah, dude, the 49ers beat us. They beat Matthew Stafford. It's fine. I think that we are going to get another dub on that resume, and he'll be 3-7 all time, and then 2-4 with the Rams. So it really doesn't matter. But I mean, yeah, he's has 15 touchdowns and 7 interceptions, which isn't a solid TD to interception ratio. We'd like a bit more, but it's also not the worst that we've ever seen. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. This is game day, guys. Let me know what you guys think is going to happen in the comment section below. But other than that, it's time. I'll be back with the instant reaction and game review either tonight or tomorrow. So we'll see you guys after the game. And also make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe. Peace.